everybody, this is Alberto Kennedy, aka Grimoire, and this video is going to be discussing negativity. What is it? So the title is, what is negative energy and how does it work? You know how many people say, oh, you know, this place is really negative, or I'm getting a bad vibe off this person. This person has a lot of negative energy. What does that mean? What is negative energy? You know, let me break down the actual factual so we have a clear indication of what negative energy is. How are you going to fight negative energy or repel negative energy if you don't know what it consists of, what negative energy is? All right. Well, what is negative? I have my notes. What is negative energy? Harmful thoughts, emotions. Thoughts and emotions manifest themselves in action. Emotions and thoughts have energy. Combined, our thoughts and emotions manifest in action or psychokinetic energy, which can affect the physical world without physical action. Okay, that's deep. Manifestations of negative energy: bad luck, you know, it could be bad vibes. All that is psychokinetic energy that you are feeling. Remember, if there's psychokinetic energy afoot, you can feel it on a psychic level and you can also feel it on the emotional level. For example, when you walk into a room after there just has been an argument, or maybe a supervisor chewed out a colleague or whatnot, and you're unaware of that, but when you walk in, you can feel a film of like intense energy. You're going like, what just happened up in here? You know, did somebody get chewed out? Or you can sense it, you know, that's bad vibes. Now imagine that times 1,000, where you walk into a place and you just feel you're done. You know, you walk in there all vivacious and full of energy, and then you walk into a place and it's like all that energy is disappeared in an instant and you're exhausted. You know, that's negative energy, and that's also oppression. Negative energy oppresses. Okay, drama, you know, whenever there's drama, you know there's negative energy. I've lived on this planet for a while, and my feelings on drama is nothing positive ever comes out of drama, you know, because it's negative. Jealousy perpetuates negativity. Lack of compassion. Oh my God, in this day and age, especially in this time, and the time that we're living in, the times that we're living in, negative energy is at an all-time high. It's like pandemic, global. Lack of compassion perpetuates negative energy. Lack of humanity. What is humanity for those, you know, sociopaths out there? Is the inability to see others as equal and or deserving of everything you are. A lot of people can't do that. And it's not on purpose. There's some people that are broken inside and they cannot see somebody else as an equal. They cannot see somebody else as deserving of all the blessings, of all the joy, of love, happiness, all that stuff that makes your heart sing. They can't see other people deserving of that because they feel that that's for them. Why should other people have what I want? It's like, whoa, back that negative train back, you know? It's like everybody is entitled to that because we're all human, you know? Well, those are some manifestations of negative energy. There's a plethora of. But now that you kind of have an idea, I'm going to give you the types of negative energy. Types of negative energy. Negative echo energy. Negative echo energy could be, for example, it's attached to people, places, and things. Now, when you go, for example, where there has been a massacre or where there has been a traumatic event, violent event, war, death, murder, all that nasty, crazy, ick stuff that humanity is capable of. That leaves a residue, that leaves an energy imprint, that leaves an energy signature on the land, on anything and everything around it that witnessed it. It recorded that event, and it's going to be replaying that, replaying that, replaying that. It's an echo. And that can affect the physical world. That can, I have this because it's hot in California because of the fire, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to be dabby, dabby, dabby. I'm going to be dabby, dabby. But yeah, so it's like, it's echoing that negative event. Okay, so that's negative echo energy. Exposure to negative echo energy can make you sick. It can affect you on a psychological, emotional, mental, spiritual, psychic, and physical level. On all levels. Okay, like I said, echo energy, violent and traumatic events that happened in the past to people, places, and things. That's still there. Nobody cleaned it up. Spiritual negative energy. Now, this is negative energy from spiritual beings, from the spiritual world. These negative energies can, the origins of them could be they have unresolved issues. They didn't want to die, or they died badly, or they were victims of something very traumatic and very violent, death, murder, negative stuff that a spirit still carries, that is being transmitted outward. Okay, that's spiritual negative energy. Also, it must be said, under spiritual negative energy, demonic energy falls under this classification, spiritual negative energy. Demonic energy, or if you want to keep good, evil, God, devil out of it, we can say inhuman spiritual energy. This inhuman spiritual negative energy is detrimental. It's toxic. That's the word I'm looking for. It's toxic. And it can hurt you. It can really, really damage you on the physical level when there's prolonged exposure to it. Psychokinetic negative energy. Now, psychokinetic energy, as you know from my other videos, psychokinesis, psychokinetic energy, is basically what makes it up, what composes psychokinetic energy is psychological associations and emotional associations. So, for example, if you went through a traumatic event and you have it unresolved, that you just said, I'm going to forget about it and move on with my life. Well, part of you hasn't. If you haven't dealt with it, you haven't moved on. So you are perpetuating that event over and over and over in your subconscious. And what that's doing is that spilling over into other areas in your life. It's manifesting in your life, your social scene, your relationships, friendships, your work, how you view the world, how you view other people. It can corrupt you. Okay, but that goes outward. So psychokinetic energy can affect physical matter. It can affect the physical world. Psychic and emotional negativity that is generated by both the living and the dead, that manifests on the physical realm, affecting people, places, and things. Okay? Now, the anatomy of negative energy. This is important. Negative energy, in all its manifestations, in all its types, is based on this: fear, hate, pain, greed. Greed as in the pathological need for power. Use a synonym for power. Money, love, adoration, possessions, power, and what you believe power is. Corruption, manipulation, lies. Anything that when you're manipulating something, you're lying. You're lying and controlling. Manipulation is lying and controlling. Control. And justification. Justification is a very important part of negativity, because keep in mind, when somebody's doing something that's horrible, they're going to justify it. They're going to justify it not only to you, but to themselves. So therefore, they can excuse their action. Notice, before we harm a person, we need justification for it. We'll justify it. Well, that person said this, so that I'm gonna do this. We're justifying our actions because we know it's wrong. Justification is a weapon that we use to justify negative energy or negative actions and the perpetuation of negativity. Keep that in mind. Justification is the demonization of anything and everything that does not fit our narrative or that does not conform to our perception of the world and our role in it. It's easy to blame somebody. It's easy to blame other people for our actions or inactions. You know, when we blame somebody, well, this happened because that person took my job, or that person said something bad about me, so I'm going to do this. And wait a minute, no. If you're going to be a dick, own it. That's basically how I see things. If you're going to be negative, be negative. Don't justify it. You don't have to justify your actions to nobody. If you're going to get down like that, you're doing it. That's on you. Know what you do and why you do it. You know, that's negative energy. Negative energy can't do that. They can't own it. They go, oh no, this happened because of this. Or they can make something really heinous sound good. For example, a long time ago, a racist doctor said drapetomania. I believe that's the condition. Drapetomania. He created that term, which was a disease that the slaves had because they were running for freedom. Oh, you know what? They're sick. They have drapetomania. Really? Really? You can justify anything. People are doing this, and that's how you justify negativity. Now people are justifying negative actions, negative behavior. This is what negativity does. It corrupts. Negative energy is a living energy that exhibits patterns of behavior consistent with living beings. This is deep. It wants to survive, this negative energy. So it will seek a host and use that host to infect others. It acts like a spiritual virus and seeks out hosts. Once it finds a way inside you, it uses you to spread itself to others. If negative energy, if this negative energy can't spread itself, then it'll turn on the host and take everything it can from it, leaving it, rendering it useless or inert, killing you, and going to the next possible host it'll search. Which that behavior in of itself is not only survival instinct, but it demonstrates a predatory nature, which further adds validity to the fact that it's alive. Its pattern. It will seek an entrance, negative energy. It will seek an entrance inside you. It will use your fears against you to break down your defenses. It will promote insecurity, hate, anger, jealousy, conflict, both internal and external. It will use past or present traumas, hurts, loss, and failures to exacerbate pre-existing unresolved experiences to corrupt you, your personal beliefs, and the way you see others and the world. It will corrupt those too. It will facilitate you in corrupting others and be highly reactive, even violent, towards anything positive. Negativity does not want peace or coexistence. It survives and thrives on conflict. If there is no conflict, it will naturally create it internally or within yourself, internally, or externally around you in your interactions with other people and the world at large. Negativity will even cannibalize other negative sources if it cannot corrupt others. Negativity's end goal is oblivion. Now, oblivion is the end of everything. It's the opposite of creation. Negativity is designed for that. That's its end goal. Where positivity is growth, continuation, evolution, ascension, spiritually, growth, continuing. Negativity's having none of it, okay? So keep in mind, negativity is contagious and it seeks to undo what is. That's what it does. And obviously there's varying degrees of negativity. I'm not saying everything negative is evil. Oh, run. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's various levels of negativity, just as there is various levels of positive energy, positivity. But we need to be aware of our own negativity and the negativity in the world. Are we negative? Why are we negative? Don't fear something. Don't fear or hate something. Seek to understand where that's coming from, because that's the only way you have power over it. Don't let fear control you. Don't let hate control you. Don't let others manipulate you so therefore they're controlling you with their own negativity, exacerbating your own, corrupting you. Negativity seeks to corrupt others. There's been many people in the world, past and present, that are skilled at corrupting people, using fears, prejudices, hate, traumas, lack of income, anything that they can use to corrupt, to skew your perception of the world or other people. That's negativity. And that's entrance for other things to happen. Possession, well, you can't go further than possession, child. Possession is a whole different ball of wax, and I'll probably do another video about that. But that's negativity is insidious. It will grow. It will corrupt. It will exacerbate your darker nature, your baser self, your lesser self. Everything within us that we struggle to outgrow, everything within us that we struggle and fight with. I don't want to be that person that hates another person. I don't want to be that person that tries to throw shade at somebody else's shine. I don't want to be that person that doesn't like that person because he's a different race than me. I don't want to be that person, oh, you know what, his sexual orientation is different. I can't stand that person. That's hateful. And that grows. And that infects everybody around you. Negativity is not normal. You can't grow when you're negative. You can't grow in negative energy. It's designed to destroy. And you can't justify it. You can't, I mean, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. You know? Negativity is deep, and it's toxic, and it's designed to destroy. So let's be vigilant, and let's understand our own negativity and the negativity that's going on in the world right now, because it's important that we fight against it. The revolution will not be physical. The revolution is spiritual. This revolution has nothing to do with God, nothing to do with the devil. It has everything to do with who we are and who we want to be as an individual, as a human, and as a people. Humanity. This is our fight. God has nothing to do with it. We need to decide if we want to be better people, and we need to fight to be that way. We need to fight against the negativity within ourselves and in other people. Is that what we want our children to inherit? Hate that person because that person's not like you. Don't bring that person into this house if he ain't the right color or if he can't use your comb. What? No. That's damning our future by corrupting the innocence of our children, who will be our future. So notice how negativity corrupts. Let's not do that, and let's fight against it any which way possible. But this revolution is spiritual, make no mistake. And it's ours. It's not a theological issue. It's a human issue, and we need to fight against it with everything that God did give us, which is our spirituality, our spiritual being, our light, our capacity to be greater than we are. All right? I share this with you. I hope this information finds you well. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Forgive me if I went too fast. It was a lot of information to cover, and I wanted to make sure I didn't skip a beat. So let's all bring light to dark places. That's what we're designed to do. And no matter the challenges that you face it with light and cut that darkness and that negative energy Be the knife. Don't actually cut nobody. It's metaphorical, But be that knife that cuts through the darkness like a hot knife does butter. You are important. People need you. And this revolution, this spiritual revolution, needs you. That's why a lot of people have been developing a lot of psychic ability recently.